All right, guys. Welcome to Good Morning Meeting. Today we are talking with Tyson Fotheringham. Give a little bit of background. First of all, if you're in sales, you know that sales can get really dry. It can get really, forcing people to be somewhat authentic, or at least they feel like they have to be that way. Tyson is known as being unapologetically himself and has kind of cut the industry mold and found a way to do things in a unique way and in an authentic way. So we're going to learn a ton about Tyson today. He's done 3 Golden Doors back to back to back, ran one of the best teams of all time this last year in Alabama. Not only did they win the Rumble, their average vet made like 181 grand, something like that.
181K.
And then average rookie made something around like 45K.
Yeah.
So I think you had also, 3 or 4 rookies that did over 300K in revenue. Yeah,
we had 5 of the top 10, 3 that did 300K, 1 that did 400K, and the best girl that I know right now, 500K.
It's amazing. So let's get right into it, dude. Let's talk about a couple things. So we're going to get into the pitch in a minute and talk about how you are yourself and how you're unique in the pitch. But let's talk about just your team for a minute. What are you doing that is allowing you to attract people that have such a unique culture? Like, what is it that you're doing in the recruiting process that's different?
Yeah, dude. I think like with most things, like when you grow up, your friend group kind of just gets molded. You don't really like try that hard to create it. It just kind of happens. It's about the same with like our team, because like I genuinely think people just attract like-minded people. Most of our teams kind of bought into the same stuff. It's like, oh, dude, sales is really cool. This is a great opportunity, but it's just kind of a weird culture. Like, people are really fratty. People are smoking cigars on their Corvettes. And, like, I don't really like that. And it's funny. Like, I'm not trying to recruit a certain type of people, but those are just the people that kind of, like, fall in our laps. They're also the type of people that stick with us. And, yeah, dude, I love it. I love it. Cool. I love kind of debunking you have to be this way to sell. It's like, no, dude, you can do whatever you want. Fat, skinny, small, girl, guy. Like, this is a great opportunity.
Cool. Well, and dude, for you, I mean, obviously I'm sure you felt pressure at times to like conform to the industry mold. How have you personally found like that balance of just being yourself throughout the entire process, whether it's recruiting, managing, selling? How have you found that balance of just being you?
I feel like it kind of found me. Like, honestly, I remember first year selling at Vantage, the guys were like, oh, dude, you should tuck in your shirt. You should wear a belt. This is what like a sales guy looks like. I was like, this isn't really me. And like next year I grew my hair out, had way long hair, stopped worrying so much about like sounding a certain way. And I was literally just like myself. And like once I did that, I just started like selling more. I was like, this is weird, dude. It's like the more that like I'm me, the more I'm selling. And like people just, dude, they just don't want to buy from robots. And like when I'm just me out there and I'm like, I don't talk to a customer any different than like I'm talking to you right now. Like that sells people. Like authenticity sells people.
Well, and I think so many people, like, and specifically sales reps probably listening to this, feel like they have to be a certain type of person. Exactly like you said, they have to tuck the shirt in, they have to look a certain way, feel a certain way, talk a certain way. But what did you notice? Like when you're on the doors and you're talking to customers and you're just being yourself, like what do you feel like is different? Like, do you feel like customers can feel that authenticity?
Oh yeah, 100%. Like really, like every part of the pitch, I'm like trying to be different than the other guys. Because if you think about it now, like most of the markets we're going into, like maybe there's some areas that are just completely untouched, but like most places, like I'm gonna be knocking, you guys are gonna be knocking this year, is like you're probably the 10th guy. Like it's not new news to the homeowner. So like literally I'm trying to be different in like any area I can be different. I'm trying to be different in my intro. I'm trying to be different in my service. I think I'm racking people different because I'm just like listening to them and like actually like overcoming their objections. And the whole time I'm just like being myself while I'm doing it.
Cool. Well, let's like double tap into all that stuff, because I'm sure people that are listening to this, they understand the concept of it. Oh, like be yourself, and you're pitching human beings, and if I can be myself, they'll probably connect with me more. Mm-hmm. But in actual practicality, it's probably nervous because they have this pitch that, by the way, guys, everyone has the same intro pretty much in the industry. hey, how's it going? My name's Parker. You've probably seen my trucks in the area. We take care of John and Amanda. Do you guys have bugs or not? So it sounds like you probably do that a little bit differently. And guys, just remember, like, if every other guy is saying it, you're for sure not sounding unique. So what are you doing specifically in the intro to kind of differentiate yourself from the other 42 people that have knocked that door?
Yeah, dude. Yeah, it's funny, like, because I remember having that same thought. I'm like, okay, so I'm going in here. I'm the 9th guy in here. They've heard the exact same intro. Everyone uses the grip intro now. Like, it's not new. It used to be new, and now it's not new. So everyone's heard it. So, like, specific things I'm doing is, like, dude, like, when I knock on someone's door, like, how used are they, like, to, like, the kid being on their iPad, looking up, hey, sir, how are you doing? Like, they're like, the program is, like, bulletproof to that now. So, like, I like, really throw people off because, like, when I knock on their door, I'm just standing there. They'll open the door, and I'll just be like, what's up, dude? They're like, hey, how are you, man? Good. Good. I'm Tyson. You're going to see my trucks out here. And it's like, I didn't say anything different, but I just, like, totally, like, acted different. Because every other kid that got in there, he's looking at his iPad. He's putting weight on his back foot. I don't even know what they tell people to do anymore. But they're doing that, like, awkward stance. Hey, sir, my name's Tyson with Axiom Pest Control. They point to the shirt. They do the cliches. Like, the whole time, my only goal is, like, how can I be more human? The more human I am, the more people I'm going to sell. And in my intro, I'm just like, what's up, dude? Hey, how you doing? Good. It's hot out here. Yeah. Anyway, bro, you're going to see my truck. And, like, that small interaction, it just shuts up. People are like, they're like robots, and I just, like, overcame their, like, AI server and just crashed them.
Well, dude, and it sounds like, I mean, it's like this pattern interruption. They're used to you. Like, they already have a predisposition idea of what you're going to do, what you're going to say, how you're going to act. And when you just, even for that first 30 seconds, it sounds like when you are just different, it makes probably the entire interaction go different. Mm-hmm. Question for you, right? For anyone listening, right? So obviously their manager's telling them one thing. They're hearing this from you. How did you find that balance as a manager? Because you're confident. You're really good at this job. So you can have that, right? Well, obviously what you did with your rookies worked. What's the line with rookies when you're teaching them? Like, are you teaching them one certain way, they're getting used to it, and then it's like, hey, be yourself? Or are you just kind of teaching them, hey, be yourself right off the rip?
Yeah, dude, I start with that. I'm like, dude, you got to be you. Like, people don't want to buy from a presentation, and they don't want to buy from, like, a robot. They want to buy from, like, someone they like. Most people will buy stuff because they like you. Like, people just want to do business with someone they like. Like, there's been times where I go into a shoe store, I'm trying to buy a pair of shoes, and, like, I know the pair of shoes I'm going to buy. And, like, when I don't like the guy that's selling them to me, I'm like, dang, bro, I might go to a different shoe store just so I can buy these shoes from someone I like, someone that I want to help out. So with the rookies, I'm like, dude, just like, be yourself. Like really just focus on being human. Because people don't want a presentation. They want to buy from somebody they like. So just be human.
Yeah, dude. Well, and what's funny is I'm thinking back to when I was selling something that I got this from my boy, James Fox. He was crushing it. And again, I'm a big believer in, like, when someone's doing something that's working, like, go copy it.
Just go do it.
So I'm like, dude, what are you doing? And he's like, oh, dude, it's so funny. I'm so myself. I knock on the door, and his name's James, and he knocks on the door. They step back. He goes, what's up? I'm James, but my buddies call me Jimbo. And he goes for the knuckles. And I'm like,
fist bump.
I'm telling you, fist bump people
aggressive.
Right off the rip. He's like, bro, just try it. Felt a little out of character, but that's how, like, I would talk to my buddies, right? Mm-hmm. And so I go out that day, and I'm like, what's up, guys? Name's Parker. How you doing? And then I just wait. And I cannot tell you how many walls I broke down, because how many door-to-door guys are out there giving fist bumps. And the funny thing is, I'm doing it to everyone. Women, they're like,
you give that grandma fist bump?
They do the limp fist. It's like, and it's just like the same pattern interruption, right? And even when you say being a human, dude, something I've trained guys a lot is reps are so afraid of messing up. Mm-hmm. But here's the thing is, it's like, are these customers, do they make mistakes? Do they trip over their words? Do they say things incorrectly? Of course they do. And so when you do the same thing and you just own it, I think it gives them a way to relate to you. Because I've listened to so many pitches, and, like, rarely are the ones that I sell people perfect. I've had ones where I'm literally like, hey, how's it going? I'm Romex with Parker Pest Control. And then what do I do is I just laugh at it. I'm like, dude, I'm so sorry. It's been a long day. I've got sweat dripping in my eyes. bro, can I restart?
And that customer's probably going to go, oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. Do you need a water? Yes. Gives you water. You sell them.
It's crazy because, yeah, it's like if you can be yourself and you can't, I think people just relate to authenticity. And in a world where things are getting way more non-authentic, again, sometimes on Instagram, I can't even tell if a picture is real or AI.
Yeah.
I think people feel the difference. So kind of got a grip on what you're saying in the intro. Now you're moving past the intro. You're getting into the service. What are you doing in the service that's maybe different or unique that is allowing you to kind of, again, stand out amongst every other rep that's knocking that door?
Yeah, like I think this is a problem. I know people do it at the Grit because I've heard recordings, but I know like outside of the Grit, like especially, but people talk a lot about like pitching on features versus like benefits. And dude, what's funny is like I bet if you went into BYU, like on BYU campus right now, and you asked like some kid to give you like a pest control sales pitch, they would go, "Oh yeah, I know the sales pitch. Spray 3 feet up, 3 feet out, all along the perimeter." Like, dude, like if some random kid at BYU can tell you that sales pitch, like, is it probably that good anymore? No. Is it very different? Not at all. Have the customers heard it? Probably 1,000 times. So, like, dude, I don't even, like, half the time I don't even tell people, like, what we're doing. Like, I only sell people on benefits.
Give us an example of, like, what that would look like.
So, yeah, like, if you tell me you have ants, I'm like, oh, cool. So you lived here for how long?
I've been here, like, I don't know, 6-7 years.
Cool. You like it?
Yeah, I mean, it's home.
Yeah, it's a chill area. You guys got good neighbors, huh?
Depends on who you ask.
For real, dude. Yeah, there's some weirdos in here, too.
For sure.
In the 6 years you guys have been here, though, what have you seen?
I mean, dude, nothing right now, to be clear. But, like, yeah, we'll get ants every once in a while.
Every once in a while? And when you get them, where are they?
By like this little front window, I feel like they like make their little trail, their assembly line.
Cool. And they don't come inside very often, right?
Sometimes.
Okay. Well, yeah, dude, what I'll do for you, it's pretty simple. We do 3 things. We're going to come around. I'm going to treat the bottom of your house for you. That's going to keep those ants away from the house. That way, every time it's raining, it's not bringing the ants back to your home. And that way, you're not having to like spray them with that home defense stuff because it just doesn't work very good. Besides that, after that, I'm going to come do your yard for you. The yard's just going to keep the ants away from the house because if you only do the bottom, the ants are going to come back to your home. They're going to keep coming back, so you just can't really take care of that on your own. But I'll do the yard for you just so you're not having to like deal with that. And then on top of that, dude, just as a bonus, I don't know if you noticed these like spider webs up here, but I'm also going to get those down for you as well because they're just like annoying. They're kind of gross, right? Right.
Yeah, I mean, I don't like them, that's for sure.
And like, dude, like the whole point I'm trying to make is I don't tell people about a granule, micro encapsulated
clay-based granule.
Like, there's so many fancy like things that people will say that like they just don't care about, and they're used to hearing it too. So like, if you want to be different, dude, just talk about what the customer wants to hear about. And I'm like, oh yeah, dude, we'll get rid of the ants for you. And the way I'm gonna do that is I'll do your yard. Okay. And when the technician shows up, he's gonna explain what's going on. It's all gonna be good. And like, but like I don't talk about features. I like just sell people on benefits, and that's really different than the entire industry.
And you know what's unique about that, and what's interesting is I remember again when I was selling, I had a pro tip that one of my managers gave me that like changed my sales career. He's like, so often, dude, we're telling people about things they don't care about. If ever a customer admits to you they have bugs, they're like, just close them. He's like, imagine you walk into a mechanic shop and you're like, hey, my car's not working. Mechanic looks at it, he's like, hey, so it's your alternator. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to go get a 10 millimeter bolt, a 10 millimeter wrench. We're going to unscrew all of the 6 bolts on your alternator. Then we're going to take the alternator off. I'm going to set it on my workbench over here. And it's funny because it sounds so like out there, but that's like literally what we do. Someone's like, yeah, I have ants. And you're like, all right, so here's the thing. We have this clay-based microencapsulated granule. What's it's going to do? Where it's like sometimes it's just
6 feet around your home.
And it's going to go
from the
3
front
feet up.
curb to the back fence line. It's like, dude, why are we talking about
Where
this?
what do customers care about? It's like, oh, you have ants? Like, I can definitely get those taken care of. And so the manager gave me this advice. He's like, dude, if anyone ever tells you they have bugs, just close them. And he's like, if you need to tell more about the service, you can. But oftentimes people don't care. They just want to know you can take care of your bugs. So it's like, oh, you have ants? Where do you get them? Inside here. Cool. Yeah, we can take care of those. Does today or tomorrow work? And I remember a specific experience. I'm on the doors, knock on this door. This guy comes out hot. He's like, "What is it?" And he starts snapping in my face. I'm like, "I see a big wasp nest, like big." And I'm like, "I'm just here taking care of the wasp nest, and I can get you done today if you want it done." He's like, "You take care of that." I'm like, "I take care of that." He goes, "How long do I have to sign up for?" 12 months. We'll take care of it. You see anything in between, we'll come back for free. He goes,
Credit card.
1 second. Hands me his credit card and his driver's license and walks in. And then comes back 5 minutes later. I'm like,
That's
okay.
how it goes, dude.
But customers just like, again, I'm not saying that has to be that way on every single customer, but as a sales rep, remember, like, what do you care about if your alternator is broken? Can you fix it?
Yeah.
How much does it cost? Okay, let's do it.
I have a problem. Do you have the solution? And like, it works the same way with like switchovers as well, because like where I'm being different on switchovers is like I hear a lot of people arguing of like, well, dude, they just dust your eaves. They just sweep your eaves. We dust them. Or like, dude, they do 3 feet around your house. We do 4 feet around their house. So it's the same thing.
Foot?
It's like, dude, they're not switching because you're gonna go an extra foot. It's like, oh, dude, you guys have Terminex right now. Okay, well, we'll actually take care of your yard too, because that way you don't have these like little annoying ant hills out here, and that way your kids can play outside, and you don't have to worry about your kids like getting in that stuff. So that's different. Like, they're used to hearing you try to one up their company. Like, it's just all like different.
Cool. Well, dude, so we've talked about the intro. We've talked about the service. We've talked about switchovers. Is there anything that you're doing in like the closing and racking process that I guess is just probably different than what every other sales rep is doing out there?
Yeah, I think the one thing that I'm doing really different there is like, this was a tip that was given me by Skylar.
Go.
But it was just, he was like, dude, like the most common thing that people are doing is when they're racking people, they'll rack them. So they'll resolve their concern, they'll throw an ace, and then they'll ask them for the deal again. And it sounds something like, oh, dude, well, I could take another $100 off, and that way, like, you could do it today, and then would that work for you? And they're pretty much asking you, like, okay, how about now? Like, how about now? Like, would you say yes now? And like, it just sounds so different. So like, what I'm doing differently to be different is like, I call it assumptive racking, or like a assumptive resolving their concerns. I'll just be like, okay, cool. So you want to talk to your wife? Well, let's do this then. Let's just make it easy. I'm just gonna take another $100 off. That way she's super happy. We can get rid of these ants, and then it'll be a no-brainer. And then I'm assuming you still want the garage, right? No. I'll go another round, and every round I'm just being super assumptive. I'm not asking them for the deal. I'm just telling them like, oh, okay, well, let's do this, dude. Let's do this. Well, we can make this work. And I'm just like always pushing them on the side of the fence that's yes, instead of like putting them on top of the fence.
Cool. Dude, it makes me think too, how often does someone like, I think it's a little bit weird when someone's like, hey, can I get a card? And you're just like, yeah, I don't do cards. And how often does the customer respond like, you don't do cards? Yeah. But actually just being like a real person, be like, yeah, dude, look, I could give you a card, but it wouldn't help you at all because if you call in, I just can't give you the discount. It's only for people that do it today. Or even little things, you know, I'm thinking about this customer one time where he wouldn't sign up and he's like, look, dude, I get it. Like, I just don't care about the density of your routes. I'm like, look, dude, totally. Why would you? You're a customer. But we as a business care about our density as a routes. So like, tell you what, I'll give you a better deal because you don't care about the density, but I do. And let's make it a win-win. Mm-hmm. And I think that's like another thing as a sales rep is like actually creating win-win scenarios for customers that they understand versus just doing like one-liners that push them over the fence. Right?
Yeah, dude. And like actually listening to people, like, dude, you should
wait. Let's say that again. Sorry. So you're telling me as a sales rep, you don't just bulldoze people, you actually listen to them?
Sometimes. No,
write
like,
that down, Emily.
I genuinely listen to people. Like when they tell me I'm not just planning on like bulldozing their concern. I need to talk to my wife. You don't need to talk to your wife, bro.
What are you, not the man of the house?
When you buy groceries, do you talk to your wife? Like there's all these terrible cliches. Well, I don't want to get you in the dog. There's like all of these awful cliches, and I'd just be like, I want to talk to my wife. Cool, dude. What do you think her concerns would be? If it's safe for the kids? Yeah, dude, it'll be safe for your kids. We have really good reviews, so let's do this. And it's like if you actually listen to people, which I don't think most people do, if you actually listen to people, they'll like tell you their concern. They want to tell you their actual concern. But you just have to listen, ask questions, and then just like it is pretty easy to respond. Like if you're actually listening, it's easy to respond.
So I completely agree, right? And I think one of the reasons that I'm a big believer in at least people having some sort of a memorized pitch at the beginning is because it gives them a foundation, right? You can't be in the moment with a person and listen to them if you have to constantly be thinking about what's next.
Where am I going?
And so you have to at least have a flow, right? You got to know what the service is, what it looks like. And what that does is, especially as a rookie, if you can have a really good foundation, doesn't mean you have to go out and be a robot. Doesn't mean you have to go out and say it the same way as everyone else. But when you have a foundation, it allows you to actually go out and be yourself because you can be 100% in the moment with that customer. And I think so many reps lose sales because instead of being in the moment, they're constantly thinking like, what am I going to say next? Okay, he's about to give me this objection. What do I do? If you're thinking like that, you can't pay attention to them, right? And to make that again way clear, if you listen to customers, oftentimes you will sell more people. So I want to give you a quick like little tidbit on that, if that's the right word. So I do this thing called turning no's into yeses, right? So I'll have a customer that is like super, we all know that customer, super chill, but they don't want to buy. Like you rack them, you go through it all, and they just don't want to buy. I will use that to my advantage because they actually typically feel bad telling you no, but they just don't want your product. So I'll step back, hands up, and I'm like, look, dude, I get it. I won't try and sell you anymore. Dude, is there anything that would help me as I try to go sell any of these neighbors? Anything that would, benefit, like help it go easier? And dude, you will be surprised how many people just vomit information.
Yeah.
I'm having this day, I'm at 0.
So many ants in this neighborhood.
I'm at 0. This guy, I say that thing, he's like, oh, bro. He's like, I don't know if you knew this, but this was built 12 years ago on like a big field. And every single winter, everyone gets mice. And then honestly, as it starts to heat up, next door, I'm like, hey man, how's it going? Name's Parker. Obviously, I'm the bug guy. How long have you been in the home? 5 years. Cool. So you're probably the second owner because these were built about 12 years ago on like the thing. He's like, okay. I'm like, and obviously like that's why everyone gets mice in the winter. He's like, yes. Sold like 12 that day. Literally just because even in the way that you should be a human, it's like sometimes it's okay when someone tells you no to just be like, hey bro, I'm out here hustling. Is there anything that would help me? And you will be surprised how many people, it like warms their heart to be like, okay, I don't want it, but I can give this kid some
Let me
stuff.
help you.
Exactly.
Yeah. And I think I think the other thing is like most of the time when I'm like giving my recordings to people or like showing my reps like my sales, they're like, oh dude, this is weird. Like it doesn't sound like you're doing a presentation or a sales pitch. It sounds like you're just talking to people. Most of my deals sound something like that, like where I'm like, oh dude, how long you lived here? 6 years? Cool dude, you like it? Yeah, we like it. You got good neighbors, huh? Yeah. Okay. You have ants. Cool. I can fix your ant problem. Cool. I just need to talk to my wife. Okay, why do you need to talk to your wife? Well, is it safe? Yeah, it's safe. Deal. So like most of the like it's different because like people get in this mode of like they're like the sham wow presentation guy that's like throwing an info ad on everyone. Just get through it no matter what.
Sham wow.
Like I hate that guy, bro. So annoying. But like I'm just talking to people. It's normal.
So, dude, again, recapping, we've gone through intro, we've gone through service, gone through switchovers, gone through the racking process. Is there anything maybe at the end of the pitch that you're doing that, again, humanizes you, right? Like, now paperwork's done, you're through it all. Anything else you do maybe at the end that makes you different or unique or just authentic to yourself?
I'll just ask people because, like, by then, like, when I'm signing them up, they'll probably, like, you. And they're stoked. They're like, oh, dude, I hope you go get more today. I'll be like, cool, dude. Just so I know, like, do you have any other friends in this neighborhood that I should go bother? And, like, I'll ask them that, and they'll be like, oh, yes. Go talk to Susie. Go talk to, like, Michael. And, like that's such a small thing that, like, instantly turns into a 10-day. Like, if that deal was, like, the first deal of the day and they just dropped all that on me because they liked me, I'm like, all right, I'm probably going to sell 10 today, and I'd be pretty shocked if I didn't because, like, you just spilled all the beans on the entire neighborhood. We were vibing, so, like, you gave it to me, and then, like, yeah, I ran from it.
I love that, dude. And I think it's so cool because even when you say it, you just are so calm.
Yeah.
Right? And it's not like, hey, dude, do you have any referrals? Like, I'm trying to crush it. It's like,
I'll give you $500 a referral, please.
Hey, dude. Like, yeah, I mean, do you have any other friends you want me to go bother? And I bet they giggle a little bit, and Susan's like, oh, I have some friends I want you to bother. And it becomes like this fun thing. So, dude, that's awesome. And I think that there's so much to take from this. And I think what I love about it is these are principles that are not unique to pest control.
Yeah.
Like, guys, I'm sure the solar pitch is heard from every solar company. I'm sure that the Windows pitch and the alarms pitch
The
and
neon vest isn't doing anything anymore.
yeah, and so it's like I think what is so cool is these are principles. Like I think again, if you can be more authentic, you can be a human being, then you're gonna sell more people, whatever industry you're in. You're selling cars.
Yeah.
Like be yourself, right? And I think we all know what it feels like when you're trying to buy something like you said, and someone's just they're just not themselves. They're trying to be someone they're not. And I think that's what people love here, at least that I've seen. People love about you is you are just so authentically yourself. So want to transition and kind of end on this because obviously you've created a way to be yourself throughout the whole sales process. Something else I love is I feel like people know that you like live a very intentional life. So let's take a step now outside of the doors. You know, you're skydiving, you're living in Hawaii when you want to live in Hawaii, you're snowboarding. Like what is the power of, I guess, living an authentic life, even outside of sales or in the quote unquote off season?
Yeah, dude, I think it's one of the issues with door to door is like some people get stuck in this thing of like, dude, my only thing is to sell and be like the rich guy. And like when people don't have other stuff going on for them or they don't have other hobbies, like they start to like identify themselves as like, oh, dude, I'm just like the really good sales guy. And like for me, like I don't want to be the guy that's like, oh, dude, that's Tyson. Oh, that's the golden door. Like, whoa, that's the guy that's really good at selling pest control. Like, whoa. Like I hope like when people like think of me, they're like, oh, dude, that's Tyson. Like he's a real dude, and like he's a really kind guy. Oh, he also likes skydiving. He also likes rock climbing. He likes running. Like this guy's just like normal and cool, and like, yeah, that stuff's just really important for me. So like I'll carve out time to do it, and I'm like a better person when I do give myself time to go do those things. There's like a ton of hustle culture, which is like great and door to door, but like also, dude, like just carve out time to like do the stuff you love.
Yeah, let's normalize balance culture, right? Because I believe that, dude. I believe that it's the whole concept of when you're on an airplane and someone's like, hey, secure your own mask. And what does that allow you to do? Actually help the people around you. And sometimes, you know, managers or people in the industry, they're just going so hard all the time that they're actually burning themselves out. And in this weird inverse way, because you're doing that, you have less of yourself to give your people, less of yourself to give your family and the people that you love. Where it's like sometimes actually you go slow to go fast.
Exactly.
Maybe it makes sense where one day you're going snowboarding instead of going into the office. You recharge, and then what does that do? It gives you more for your people. And I've felt the same thing in my own life. I've been on both ends of the spectrum where I'm like super intense, never doing anything for myself. And I've just found that like my work relationships, my family relationships, my friendships, there's just less of me to go around. And sometimes taking a little step back, prioritizing me, not in like a selfish way, but understanding, hey, like, sometimes me going and skateboarding or me going and dirt biking, yeah, that 2 hours, could I be doing something quote unquote more productive? For sure.
Yeah, but then the rest of your day is
exactly. And then all of a sudden the you know less hours I have are way more productive because there's all of me to give. So I think there's a ton of sauce in what you just said. Living an authentic life, carving out time for you, and understanding that in some ways that's probably what's best for your people. And like everything, there's balance. I'm not saying like all you do is snowboard and you never help your people because you are the epitome of actually finding a really good balance of both, in my opinion.
Yeah. And like for the people listening too, like maybe you're listening to this and you're in the summer, or maybe you're like listening to this before. But like if you're out there, like dude, like on Sunday, like I think a reason I sell so good is like on Sunday I take care of myself and I do like something I really want to do, something that's like gonna recharge me, and like yeah, dude, like if you have to like take time for you on Sunday, go do that. And like I'll go rock climb on Sunday or I'll go to the gym, but like just recharge your battery because like you just need it. You need it.
Yeah, you can't help others if you're not helping yourself. Well, Tyson, this has been amazing. If people want to reach you, is Instagram handles, any way they can find you?
Yeah, just Tyson_Ham. DM me. I'll give you my phone number. I'm down to call, text. Especially if it's in the summer and it's getting dark, like hit me up, dude. I can help you.
And to be clear, I don't think he's talking about dark from the light.
No.
He's talking about like we all know those moments in darkness where you just need someone. So guys, Tyson's amazing. Tons of takeaways. Appreciate it. And we'll see you on the next episode of Good Morning Meeting.